Hi there, people. Welcome to our class number 47, and thank you very much to Corporación Municipal de San Miguel for this space that we still have so we can continue sharing with you all the English learning process. Thank you very much, and to all of you, welcome to our class number 47.
Come back to the city. Come back to the city.
Hi there, people. Welcome once more to our class number 47. We're going to start now with our fabulous activity of our dictation number 21, which today is called free time activities. Remember that I'm going to repeat twice every sentence or every part of the sentence, and if you can write everything, don't worry, just leave the blank space, and then when we will do the correction, you can check it out. What were your mistakes, or what was the word that was supposed to be in your blank space? Okay, so relax. Remember that I don't want you to do the activities perfectly. I just want you to do it and to enjoy the process. Okay, we are here to learn English. We're not in a school, we are in a workshop, and the idea is to have a good time learning. Okay, so relax. If you really want to have a good time learning English, you have to relax. So let's start with dictation number 21, free time activities. Let's go. Ready with a piece of paper and your pencil? Okay, here we go then. Some recent studies show that playing video games and using computers are extremely popular among young people. Period. Kids under 12 by one quarter of all the video games that stores sell. Period. Three quarters of all 12-year-old play video games, comma, while 81% of the same age group uses computers for non-homework activities. Period, new paragraph. However, comma, watching television is still by far the most popular activity among young people. Period. In the US, the average 8 to 11 year old spend 28 hours per week. In front of a TV screen. And 4 hours per week. On homework. Full stop. Perfect. Now let's go to check it out. Here I have the text, right? Okay, with a big letter so we can all watch. Okay, check it out. If you want to stop the video right now, 3, 2, 1, stop the video right now. Okay, let's continue. And if you now are watching this part, if you continue watching the video until this part, is because you have already checked all the possible mistakes that you have made during the dictation in comparison with the original text that we have here. Okay, now as usual, I'm going to read slowly each word so you can check pronunciation and intonation, and in the second time that I will read the text, I will just read it at a normal speed so you can get used to that kind of velocity. When the people usually speak English, they don't use subtitles in real life, right? You don't see people subtitled in real life. And also people usually speaks fast, especially when they are between friends. So we have to get used to that. So now, the first part, slow. Free time activities. Some recent studies show that playing video games and using computers are extremely popular among young children. Period. Kids under 12 buy 1/4 of all video games that stores sell. 3/4 of all 12-year-old play video games, while 81% of the same age group uses computers for non-homework activities. However, watching television is still by far the most popular activity among young people. In the US, the average 8 to 11-year-old spend 28 hours per week in front of a TV screen and 4 hours a week on homework. Okay, you got it, right? So now I'm going to read it again, but at a normal speed, normal pace. Okay, let's go. Some recent studies show that playing video games and using computers are extremely popular among young children. Kids under 12 buy 1/4 of all video games that stores sell. 3/4 of all 12-year-olds play video games, while 81% of the same age group uses computers for non-homework activities. However, watching television is still by far the most popular activity among young people. In the US, the average 8 to 11-year-old spend 28 hours per week in front of a TV screen and 4 hours a week on homework. When I first read this text, I got angry a little bit because I was thinking, man, and remember that it's not so important to do it perfectly. The important thing is to do it. Lose the fear of making mistakes, and you just have to listen and write. The secret to succeed in this kind of exercises is just relax, take a deep breath, let it out slowly, and just listen and write. Listen and write. You have many exercises of this kind in the previous classes. So remember, this is our dictation number 21. So if you want to practice or re-practice or redo the previous exercises, that would be great, because in that way you will improve your listening skills. It's really important to develop your listening skills because it's the door that opens your path to the acquisition of the English language, because it's the first thing that we all learn in any language. For example, when you were kids, you were very young and you were just learning Spanish, you didn't know how to write, but you did recognize the sounds of the world as words, as names, and you started to communicate with the world and with other people. That's the same thing we have to do in English. So little by little, step by step, let's go advancing in the acquisition of this wonderful language. And besides, remember that English will be useful all over the world. It doesn't matter in what country you go, what country you will travel in the near future, when all this pandemic stuff finishes. English is spoken all around the world, and it will be very useful all the time. So that is our dictation number 21, and we're going to continue now with the rest of the class with some other exercises that we still have to remember. Why? Because there has been many exercises that we have done during these 47 classes. Imagine 47 classes we have been together working. So there are many contents that I'm sure that maybe you won't remember, or maybe that you remember a little. So that's why it's important to always, from time to time, refresh your memory and start working or start redoing some exercises like the ones that we are going to do in a few more seconds. And as I know, as I was telling you, that we have to recheck and we have to remember some contents that we have seen during all these classes, all these 46, 47 previous 46 previous classes. This is one of the things that many of you, many people like you, have asked me to exercise from time to time to my mail, which is, I'm going to write it down here, teacher dot cloud, sorry, dot not comma, teacher dot cloud at gmail.com. Teacher dot cloud, sorry, 1977 at gmail.com. That's my mail. Many people have written me during all these classes. You have sent me your questions, you have sent me your requirements, and you have asked me to do some kind of exercises like this one. And thank you very much for all your support. Thank you very much for all your kind words and your all your energy to participate in this English acquisition, because in this usually people makes many excuses to avoid to avoid to study, but many people I have seen in the mails that I have received here in this address, that there are many people that wants to learn English. And if you really want to learn, you have already the 50% done. The will to learn is one of the most important thing. The rest comes with time. Okay, so, and answering to many of your requests, we'll start with exercising the numbers, because I know that for many of you it's a piece of cake, this content, but for others, many others, it's not as simple as it might be. So we need exercise, right? So that's what we're going to do now. First number. Okay, let's practice with these first 5 numbers. Stop the video right now if you want, so you can have the time to write them down, and then we will check these first 5 exercises. Okay, so stop the video at the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Stop the video right now. All right, and if you are watching the video in this moment, it's because you have already done the exercises. So now we're going to check first number 1, A. So first number is, as you can see here, 345, right? That's the first exercise. Very well done. If you did it right, if you did it the same, perfect. If you have any mistakes, don't worry. We are learning, and it's part of the learning process. Mistakes are part of the learning process, so don't worry about it. Number 2. 7,000 900 978. 7,978. Right? Is it correct? Perfect. If you did it perfectly, absolutely. And if you had any mistakes, don't worry. Let's go with number 3. Letter C. 238,421. You see, as simple as that. It's a piece of cake. 238,421. Perfect. Now let's go to a letter D. Well, this is a bit more complicated, but not impossible to do, right? This is just 2 million. Remember, million, it doesn't have an S. The, the plural is goes in the first number, not in the million. Million will be always a singular word. 2,881,700. Sorry, my mistake. 1,774. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. 2,881,770. Oh, 4. Sorry, my mistake here. 74. Right. And the last number of the first part, 300. 80 million 380 million 941,000. Oh, sorry, I ate a letter. 41,321. 380 million 941,321. Perfect. If you have done it, if you have everything perfect, congratulations. If you don't worry. I insist, it's part of the learning process. Remember that English, it's a language that you have to practice every day a little bit. Human beings, the human beings, we don't learn anything that we don't need. So if you want to learn English faster, you have to become English as a necessity, as a need. Just for example, well, people usually say, oh, I don't have time, I have some other things to do, but I really need to learn. Well, if you really need to learn, become English, or the learning process of the English, make it a need, make it a necessity. If you eat every day, if you go to the bathroom every day, it's because you need it. The same thing with English. And remember, English is a piece of cake. It's not difficult, absolutely not difficult in comparison with your own language, which is Spanish, or with others like German, French, or any other language. English is a piece of cake, especially in the conjugation of the verbs. In future classes, we are going to see some words that English has and Spanish don't, and vice versa. There are some words that English uses and in an absolutely common way, and also you will see that in English, yes, conjugation of the verbs is much easier than in Spanish, but the quantity of specific words that you have in English for something, it's higher than in Spanish. Okay, like for example, café, right? In Spanish we have only one word to say café, but in English we have three words to express café. Café, just like in Spanish, is when you refer to a place when you go to drink a coffee, second word for café, and the color is brown. So you have the place where you drink coffee, which is the liquid that you drink, and the color, you have café, coffee, and brown. Three different and specific words in the language in relation to Spanish, that we have only one. That's why it's one of the things that people have asked me to practice also, and to give you some tips, continue with the tips in the near future classes. Okay, people, here we have some other wonderful numbers and activities to finish in this second part of the class. So, stop the video right now, take some minutes to do the activity, these other 5 exercises, and we will check them out in just a minute. Stop the video, 3, 2, 1, stop the video right now. Alright, and if you continue working with me in this at this moment, is because you have already finished the activities. So we are going to start with the checking. Big number, this one, F, right? So let's see. 888 million 777,000 666. Let's check. 888,777,666, right? Piece of cake, right? Maybe this is a little bit more difficult, but just a little. Okay, let's check. 222,345,000 371. So let's check. 222,345,371. Perfect. Very, very good, people. Now let's go to H. Letter H. 671,345. Perfect. And the last two. 22,222. Very good. And last but not least, this is a very simple, a piece of cake, right? 1,234,567,000 567 CD. Sorry. All right, let's check. 1,234,567,567. All right, so now repeat after me, please, because we're going to read all the numbers one by one. Repeat after me. 345. Now you. Perfect. Let's go to B. 7,978. I repeat, 7,978. Now you. Very good. Let's go to letter C. 238,421. I repeat, 238,421. Now it's your turn. Good. Letter D. This is a bit longer. 2,881,774. I repeat, 2,881,774. Now you, please. Very good. Let's go to letter E. 380,941,321. I repeat, 380,941,321. Now you. Very good. F, letter F, 888,777,666. I repeat, 888,777,666. Now you. Very good. Very good. Letter G. 222,345,371. I repeat, 222,345,371. Perfect. Now you. Don't worry, don't worry. Start again, start again. Mistakes are very common at this point of the day, of the class. I repeat one more time. 222,345,371. Your turn. All right, very good. Now let's go to letter H. 671,345. I repeat, 671,345. Now you. All right, let's continue. 22,222. 22,222. Now your turn. Very good. At least you're trying. Very good. And this is one of the most complicated numbers, but anyway, it's not impossible to do, right? So let's go. 1,234,567,567. I repeat, 1,234,567,567. Now it's your turn, please. All right, finally. Very, very good. Congratulations, people. Excellent job, outstanding job. Especially now that we're finishing our class number 47. Wow, and remember that for next classes, 48, 49, and hopefully class number 50, we will see in these next future classes some words that doesn't exist in Spanish and some other words that doesn't exist in English. That's one of the reasons that why I always tell you that you don't have to translate. Avoid translation as much as possible, and don't translate everything, because not everything is translatable. Not everything has an equivalent on the other language or languages. So the idea is to understand, to comprehend, okay, to understand what you're saying or what other people are saying. Thank you very much for all your energy and support. I'm still waiting for your mails to my address, which is here, teacher.cloud1977@gmail.com. Continue sending me all the mails that you need or that you want. Hope to see you next class. Stay home, stay safe, and keep on learning English with Teacher Cloud. See you next class. Bye bye.
Be mine. Come back to the city.